All right, here we are. Welcome. Welcome. Take Two Tuesday. What episode number are we up to? What episode number are we up to? I forgot. We're getting way up there. 64. Welcome to Take Two Tuesday, episode number 64. How is everybody doing today? Welcome to all of you. Let's see who is here. I will jump in the chat in just a minute. Make sure my sound's on. Last week I had a little bit of no sound. This week is looking good. How's everybody today? I hope you are having a great, fantastic day. We're doing good here in Southern California. My name's Ken. I'm here at the Stamps of Life in Orange County, California. At Stamps of Life, we're a rubber stamp or clear stamp making company, and we also make the dies to make cards for die cutting, sentiments and words, and you can use the dies for all kinds of different stuff. But we are based here in Orange County, California, and let's see what else. We do this episode called Take Two Tuesday once a week, where we go back in time and we look at some items from the Stamps of Life that they're usually 3+ years, maybe older in the past. I think one might even be a little bit newer than that this week. But we try to review some items from the past that many of you have never seen because perhaps you're new to the Stamps of Life, or maybe you're just busy with life and you're going, oh, I missed that one. So this is a chance we kind of do a take two, a review of some items from the past here at the Stamps of Life. Now, a lot of you already have these items. Wonderful. This is a reminder for you. Maybe you'll see a card idea that inspires you, or you'll go, oh, I could use that one for this upcoming event or this special occasion. So it's a reminder for you. So that's what we're doing. We're just having some fun together. Let's see. We have a great plan. I have a really cool folded die to look at today. We have some stamps and dies, a combination that can be used together or separate. That's up to you. And we have a new folded to look at. I'm going to show you that. That just came out yesterday if you didn't hear. We're going to play Family Feud today. I have that all set up. What else? We have one of our stamp and die sets is focused on praying. And so we have some fun facts about prayer. It has a spiritual well-being and also like a physical health benefits to praying. So we're going to talk about that. And what else? I think that's about everything. Let's see. I wanted to mention to you that let me say hi to everybody first. Hi, everybody. Let's see. I'm going to start at the top and go through. Hi, upstairs, Hobby Room, and Veer Blue, Bonnie, Shelby, Holly. Oh, I have a good question for you guys today. Jamie, Karen M, Veer Deb, Lucy, welcome everybody. Nice to see all of you. Kellyanne, awesome. Dawn, great. Creating Blessings with Cheryl. I haven't seen you for a while, Cheryl. Welcome, Stephanie, Shelly. I love to hula. Great. Welcome to each and every one of you. I'm so glad you're here. I do have a question. We want to get you to participate. This is key because when we play these games or we do the fun facts, I want to hear what you guys have to say too. Now, I can't always read every single thing, but I try to keep up on the comments. But it's a kind of a way for you guys to interact with each other and me. And so we get to know each other a little bit better. And it just makes it more fun because if I'm just sitting here staring at the camera, sometimes it feels like just talking to myself. It's not that exciting. But I know that if you're watching, that helps a lot. And if you're answering and responding, that's really good too. So my question is for you today. Would you, and you have to tell me the genre of music, this will make it more interesting. You have to tell me the genre of music that you would choose as well. Okay, so this is a combo. The genre of music, but would you rather be able to sing or play an instrument? And then tell me what type of or style of music would you like to play? Sing. So add that into the comment section. We're going to test you guys. Do you want to sing? Do you want to be a musician? What genre? And if you even want to add the instrument, that's great. Me, I am working on piano. I am trying to become a piano player. Well, I'm a modest piano player right now. I can do some things on a piano. And I just saw Holly said she would like to sing worship. I would love to be able to sing and play piano at the same time. Will I be able to do that? I'm a slow learner right now, but I'm trying my best. I can sing along with some songs, but then the music kind of gets wonky. I've been trying to learn a couple of kind of oldie songs, an Eagles song, a Lionel Richie song, a lot of more modern day worship songs. So let me know what you like. I like a variety of music. So if there's a way I can figure out how to play it, I'm going to try to play most of it. So let me know what you would be interested in. And that's just a fun way to get us started here. Music is awesome. You know, it's like one of the things that God has given to us that can be so good. I mean, of course, some people use it maybe for not such good things, but in general, music is just fun. It can inspire us. I don't know, it can soothe us. It can encourage us, build us up, it makes us feel certain feelings, that kind of stuff. So I love music. Let's see if I can find anything. This is where I always kind of get all over the place. Where is my name? So if you are new, if you're just jumping in, again, we just had our first question there. And again, participate. If you are watching at a later time, go ahead. Go ahead, and the comment section that's down below, you can still answer any of the questions that we ask. So if you want to comment on the music question that we just asked, down below. Later on, we'll have some fun facts if you want to add anything to that, or you want to say anything about the things that I create when we go to the die table, the stamping station over here, let me know. And then if you need anything like prayer, or you just want to add an extra comment, always do that, even if it's not live, after the video, down in this comment section below. Okay? Make sure you do that. Get involved. Let me see what is new here. I don't think I have any of my banners. Ooh, let's see. Ooh, this is a reminder. We need likes and shares. Please help us with that. Now I'm going to go on ahead and tell you about, in case you didn't see yesterday, the new Fold It die set did come out. And let's see. It is really awesome. This is the first time we have added the option of getting a stamp set with your Fold It Club shipment. So if you are in the Fold It Club, a lot of them shipped yesterday. We're going to try to get more out today. And then we're waiting for some of the stamps to come in. And so there might be a slight, it'll still be within the window of our committed time frame, which is by the 1st of the month that we would ship. But usually we ship right around the 25th, 26th. So we'll be trying to get all those out as quick as possible. So be a little patient, but about 70% of them went out yesterday, maybe 75. So a lot shipped yesterday. You get the nice fun stencil, the trophy stencil. You get a Fold It. Yes, look at that. Fold It. And it's kind of like a trophy set. So if Stephanie says, this one is a winner. If you have not yet joined the Fold It Club, this is your chance. This is a kind of like a universal one. So many occasions you can use it. World's best. You can add so many different sentiments in there. And then if it's like for a kid or a youth or something like that, like they're in a sport or some type of event, you can encourage them with a nice trophy card and just remind them that you're thinking about them. Get the postcard, the idea card. And I'm going to look real quick because I haven't done this. And there's the stamp set too. What's really cool is, if you didn't know about the stamps, of course, the sentiments are going to coordinate with the theme of the stamp. But there's a little icon in there. I don't know if you can see it. This icon is going to match the Fold It. And this is going to happen every month. So if you're wondering how the stamps are going to work out, every month there's going to be an icon that matches the stamps with your monthly Fold It shipment. So that is something for you to look forward to. This is great. You could add it to the back of the card, or I saw somebody say they're going to use it to make like background paper. So that was a good idea too. You could add it to the inside of your card, just a little extra there. And then it has this, let's celebrate, you did it, you take the prize, you're a winner, proud of you. Some nice encouraging sentiments. So that's the new Fold It Club. I'm going to try to look on the website and see if I can find because I haven't done this yet. Let me hide that. And I don't even have my website page open yet. The stampsoflife.com is where you'll find us. And maybe I should go to this one. Let me go over here because I can share this screen a little bit easier. Let me try this out here. And I'll look at your answers here in just a second about our music question. And I think it's usually under the gallery section. The gallery. Let's see. So I do see some. Oh, yep. So if you go, now let me see if I can switch this over for us so you guys can see what I am seeing. All right. And we're going to switch over to that. Okay. I think you can see that screen. There is a little trophy right there. And if you need ideas, if your trophy's on the way and you go, I'm wondering what I'm going to do with this, you just click on that. And you're going to see the ideas that the design team has added to the gallery folder. So that's real easy to find. You just go to the gallery page on the Stamps of Life website. You see a stuffy there, number one friend, world's best, happy birthday, a few more. And this will likely start to grow as you make a card with these stamps and dies. You can add your creation to the gallery too. We want to see what you make, so make sure that you do that. Okay, let me check out what some of our responses were. Let's see. Did anybody jump in and answer? Holly said sing. Yep, sing worship. Shelly would like to sing country. Awesome. Bobby would go back to the 60s. A lot of good songs in the 60s. I like, there's a lot of songs that I like from the 60s. And I even finding more that I like from the 70s. Because I was kind of like between the age of, when was I? Like when I was really listening to a lot of music, like 5 to 12 in the 70s to up to 80. So a lot of those songs I really remember. I Love the Hula says she would definitely want to sing country and Christian. Kellyanne would love to be able to sing. You know what? And she said, I can't. It's bad. My singing is not good either. We just have to practice. Because I really do believe that all of us could sing. It just would take practice. And we have to overcome our fears too, right? We have to come, it's like another area of life, like we might be shy about singing in front of people. Jamie said she would sing worship. Kellyanne did say folk rock and country rock. Yep, got lots of good songs there. Upstairs hobby room, worship and Christian. Sing, my husband is our worship leader, says Renee. Hi, Belinda. Oldies, Shelly says also great. You guys got a lot of good ones here. So I'm with you guys. Don't be shy. If nobody's around, sing really loud, have a good time with it. It'll make you feel good, I think. Give it a try. I sing more when people are not around. I do, of course, I sing at church. I'm hoping not everybody can hear me, but when I'm alone, I do like to sing. All righty, what else do we have going on here? I think we're going to just get started and moving on. Oh, one other thing before we jump into our first items, I wanted to remind you that if you're in any of our clubs, every month we ship out golden tickets. You have to open up your shipment each month. I know some of you just put your shipment off to the side for a while and you say, I'll get to it eventually. But I want you to open it because in every club shipment, we send a few of these out. And it is a golden ticket where you are a winner and you get to shop on the Stamps of Life website and you get some free stuff. So watch for this. The golden ticket from the Stamps of Life, it will be enclosed in your shipment. Make sure you open them all and check. Shake them all out. Some of the time, this might be the one thing that's stuck in that envelope or in that box. Empty it all out and see if you're a winner. So watch for that. What else did I want to mention? Okay, we'll save the other things. We'll have a little break here. And yeah, so let's keep on moving. Our first setup here today, our first collection, and let me see if this will work. We're going to look at, this is our prayer section, our pray for stamps die set. That's this one. Just a little, it says pray. You can't hardly see because the sticker's so big. It's a kind of small word. And that's from December of 2021. So about 3.5 years ago. And let me get rid of my name. And then what else? We have the stamps that coordinate with it. And like I said, you can use these with the stamps or you can use them separate. You have the option. If I can find out, oh, why am I not getting to my correct section? There we go. So then I also have these are called pray strips to stamp. So the larger word says pray, and it would coordinate with the die if you want to cut it out. And then you have all these fun sentiments. So you can say pray on it, over it, pray through it, pray, no prayer is too small, more, pray more, pray fear ends where faith begins, and pray life is better when you pray. Don't stress about it, pray about it. Always pray, all of these kind of things you can mix and match. So you can use that with the die set and with the main word, or some of these sentiments can just be used by themselves. So you have the options with that. Now, this is the tricky part because I didn't get to use these yesterday. So we're going to see what happens. I ran out of time. I had printer problems around here. One printer just wouldn't print our labels that we needed for the Die Hard Club and Stamp Club shipment. And then we tried our second one and it was working fine. And as soon as we tried to print the labels on that one, crash, boom, it stopped working too. So we went from two good printers down to 0. I don't know what happened yesterday. And so I spent a lot of time trying to fix them. And in the end, we struggled to get one to work and the other one, I kind of gave up hope on that. But that was kind of a frustrating afternoon yesterday. So I didn't get to play with these the way I'd hoped to. But we're going to give it a shot. Here are our cards, and I do have a bunch of great samples. I don't think this went on HSN as far as I know, but there are a lot of good samples. But let me show you over here on the website what you can see. So if you just typed in pray, these items would come up. And let me switch over so I can show you that. This is the pray 4 strips dies that I was telling you about. So it has the shadow and the words. Now, these letters are going to all cut out individually. I did learn that yesterday. That's right. I was able to do the die part. I just didn't get to do the stamps. So this shadow will be one solid piece and the letters will all be separate, which is kind of fun because if you want to mix and match some colors or some designs, you can do that. You can do that. And then there will be some card samples. Let's scroll through there. There's the 2 dies you get. Well, let me go back to that real quick. So you can see the outside shadow die and the word pray. And then, oh, my lights are on the blink. The fun samples are in here. You're going to really love these samples. So those are all on this page. Now, and you can see how you can use it on different card bases. Just about any card base you use, there's going to be some way that this die set will fit on there. Very good, encouraging way. Then if you just scroll down, there are the stamps that kind of coordinate with it. So let's take a look at those as well. And this, again, this is from December of 2021. You may have these items. I hope this is a reminder for you. If you don't have them, they are available on the website. Now, you can see on the stamp sets, I only have 14 there. But they are available. And if I run out, I will restock. You get 20 stamps on this collection. It's on a 4x6 plastic sheet, 20 different stamps. So a ton of sentiments. Remember, our stamps are made in the USA. They're going to be high quality. You're going to get great impressions from them. You'll be real happy with that. And then I think we have some different card samples. So let's roll through those. Pray, it says, life is better when you, and then you have your word pray in there at the middle. No prayer is too small. And pray, don't stress about it. Good. Pray when life is great. Pray every day through it on. Look and see how it works with all those different sentiments. Really, really fun. Pray, just pray on it and over it. It says no prayers to pray and no prayer. This is a different pray. I'm not sure what that one's from, but you can see the sentiments being used right there. And there's the total collection. So that is all has to do with our combination that we are looking at today. Shelly, you are welcome for your freebies. If you are a Card Kit Club member, we did send out some nice freebies, and we are packing next month's Card Kit already. It's going to have freebies again. We're trying to wow you and give you some good fun stuff. So 2 more freebies coming out with the April Card Kit shipment. And the April 1st coming up Die Hard Club and Stamp Club shipment is also going to have 2 little freebies. So there are some fun things to look forward to if you're a club member. The Card Kit freebies are going to continue on. We've done 1 month for at least 5 more months. I'm finding more and more stuff around here that I want to send out and give to you because I don't have room for it anymore. So my kind of loss is going to be your gain. At least 5 months, could be more. I will update you guys as we get closer on that. Let's take a look at these card samples that I do have with me. And these might be the same ones we saw on the website, but they are kind of fun to see in person as, whoops, where did we go here? Why am I not changing? There we go. And I never did get rid of my name, so let me do that real quick, and then we'll see all these samples I have. Woo, we've got a bunch. So that's makes it kind of exciting to see these. Where are we? Media. That should be nope. Style. Got it. Okay. Let's switch over to camera number 2. And let me show you what I have. Oh, it's a little messy there. Here's pray. This is on I think it's a center step up. Oop, why does it look so crooked there? Let's try to fix that. And I can move that. Oop, let's go over this way. There we go. All right, so that's a stand-up card. If you're not familiar with it, it's just a card making die set there, a base. And this one's really pretty. I had to unwrap it. On the front of a A2 size card, and it's got some really, really nice colors there. Great combination. Background die, gosh, does it say? Does not say. It does not tell us our background die on that, but I really like that one. Let's see, what else do we have here? I do know I saw this on the website. That says pray right there in the center. And we saw this cool one. This is I'm not sure what this one is. This is like the center stage or center step up, but it has all these, I can get them to flatten out. It has all these cool sentiments that they use, our designer used. And those flaps can stay right back in there on the inside. Let me see if I can scoot up a little bit so you can see better. And whoops, here we have a 5x7 card, 5x7, so a little bit larger. And this says, when life is rough, pray. That looks like a mini Slimline. And then we have a nice color combination. Don't stress about it. So here's an example. You don't have to use the dies if you don't want on that larger stamp. It says pray on it, through it, all that stuff. Just pray. Nice fun. Let's see if I can scoot that down a little bit more. Sorry, my hand's a little bit wobbly on this one. And pray when life is great. We should pray when things are really going good, and of course when we need help. Both times are wise times to pray. Giving thanks, knowing how blessed we are, and then when we need help, we should call upon God, that's for sure. Here is a stand-up card there. And last one, life is better when you pray, with one of our little love bugs as well. So we've got all of those. I'm going to try to make something quick here. But before we do that, let's go ahead, and I do have some interesting facts about prayer. Now, you guys know that I'm a Christian, so I do pray. Should I pray more? Yes. Remember, we're going to, in our good news segment later, and we're going to be looking at the Proverbs again. And we'll be in Proverbs 3 once again. But the important thing is, remember when we started that book, is that we want to be wise people. And if you want to be really wise, and if I want to be really wise, we should be praying a lot more than we do. God wants to help us. I know I've said this many times. The Bible says that you don't have because you don't ask. So that is our responsibility, that we talk to God in prayer. And it's not always asking for stuff. Of course, we have needs and God will help us. But sometimes it's just praising him, talking our lives over with him, praying for other people. Prayer is really important, that we stay connected to God. That is what wise people would do. So we want to be wise people. Let's try to pray more. So we are going to come up with let's see, I have these interesting facts. 10 benefits of prayer. Now, this is kind of from a Christian perspective, okay? This is a list of it. It says it helps you deepen your relationship with God. Let me go ahead and show you this so you can kind of read and see what I'm looking at too. And that'll make it a little more interesting so you can follow along a bit. Okay, so benefits of prayer. It helps you deepen your relationship with God. And this post is from Life is Jesus Christ. It looks like it's maybe like a blog post or something like that, but it has tons of Bible verses that kind of support this. So let's see here. It says, Hebrews 4:16 says, let us come boldly to the throne of our gracious God. We will receive mercy and we will find grace to help us when we need it most. We want to be more connected with God. And we can do that by praying. Then let's see what else is next. Redirect your focus on the things of God. Sometimes we just get caught up in this world. Well, let's get caught up in what God would want us to do with our lives. Unlock gratitude and thankfulness. We talked about this about a year ago about being thankful. Maybe if we start our day every day picking like 5 things to be thankful for, and we tell God that we're thankful for them, it just changes our perspective. We all have a lot to be thankful for. We can achieve new levels of confident hope in God. That's good. As you see God answer your prayers, makes us become more confident to want to pray more. No doubt about that. And what else? It says helps you attain the promises of God in your life. So sometimes we'll read things in the Bible and we can, ask for those things. It says, Matthew 7:7, Jesus said this himself, keep on asking and you will receive what you ask for. Keep on seeking and you will find. Keep on knocking and the door will be open to you. So one of the things about prayer is that we want to persevere. We don't want to give up. We don't want to quit. Maybe what we are hoping for has not happened yet, but we keep asking God to work. Sometimes it requires us to be patient. It's a path to reduce anxiety and experiencing calm. So it helps us in that way. Hear from God, and then you can tap into his direction for your life. Sometimes when you're praying, you'll just feel like God puts things on your heart. If you're really trying to listen, I believe that's part of prayer too, is really listening, and God might speak to you or me, give us some direction what he wants to do with our lives. It helps to shape your heart and your attitudes towards God. That's great. Prayer helps you to conquer sin and temptation. We can pray about the things that we struggle with in life. God is aware of all of the difficulties that we have, and he wants to listen to us, so we can do that. And then last, it helps you to become aware of the needs of others. And I think that's really good, because I know some of the time I just get all caught up in me and I forget about the needs of others. Like when I was fighting with the printers yesterday and I was kind of getting upset about it. I wasn't thinking about others. I was only thinking about me and my problems. And what ended up happening, I got angry about it and a little bit upset about it. So I ended up sin, because why should I get angry just because the printer wouldn't work? But that was my reaction. So I kind of failed. So I need to talk to God about those kind of things and ask him to forgive me. I'm sure we all have areas in our life, right, that we need forgiveness. Okay, then we're going to look kind of at real quick at the mental benefits of prayer. And let's see if we can go through these. There are a couple of things that this sounds like just prayer in general, people who are praying. It doesn't necessarily have to do with one religion or one group. It's kind of a little bit more broad. So let's see what it says about this. So think of like our physical side, our health side. It also has benefits. Let's check this out. So it says, and this is something called Wild Tree, mental benefits of prayer. So praying can be a way of comfort and strength. When we know that God is good and loving and protective, it makes us feel better. We have sense of connecting to something that's greater than ourselves. Remember how I was just talking about sometimes I can get just all wired into me. Well, there's a lot more going on in this world just besides me. And there's people who have needs, and there's situations, and we need to get outside of ourselves sometimes. That's good for us to do. We can practice releasing control over situations by trusting God. That's a real good thing. Sometimes we might want to try to fix everything ourselves, or we might just keep worrying, but those things don't really help us if it's out of our control. Some of these things we just have to give over to God, that's for sure. Where did I go? And then acknowledge what they are feeling. So I also talked about that on the other side, that we can be real with God. And God wants to be real with us, or he wants us to be real, to be honest with him, and to really share our feelings. Sometimes we hurt, sometimes we're sad, sometimes things are awesome. We can share feelings with them, but our feelings are real. We can learn different ways to handle them, but we do all have feelings and they are valid. We talked about, even for people, just general pain, being focused on gratitude, and then intention setting, like, I'm going to do this, pray about it. God, give me the strength to do it. So we can do that. These are all positive things that we could definitely do with our lives. And I think that would benefit us, right? Okay. I am going to move over here to our table and let's see what we can do with this. I got to turn a light on and let me do switch and I will be right with you here. No, come on, little switcher. Oh, why will you not switch now? Why? I know you can do it. Okay, what am I doing wrong? I must be doing something wrong here because this always works. Boop, 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 boop. No. Bear with me 1 second here. We're having a fail, a technical fail. Oh, no, it's still not there. Oh, do. Hang on, I'm going to unplug something. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I've got all these wires going here, and this has always worked out really good, but today maybe not. Let's give that a try. Nope. And I did just see my table here, my workstation, so I don't know why it's disappearing like this, but we're gonna do an unplug, plug the power back in. Come on. Oh, I almost saw it. No, still not there. Well, you guys, I might not be able to show you what's going on at my workstation today, but give me one more chance to try to fix this. Let's see what happens there. Whew. No. Darn it. I don't know what has happened. See, it's just electronics are trying to test my patience. Somebody say a prayer for us today, right now, and let's see if God will help fix this, because we need some help. Oh, darn. What happened? This is terrible. Okay, I'm going to try this one too. Let's see that. Come back. No, it's just not going to work today. Oh, this is sad because it was just working. Oh, I have an idea. Let's see if this will work. No. Let's try this one. Come on. Nope. Nothing there. That is interesting. So I'm trying to think here how I can do this. I could show you this table, but that will not be good. So here I am over here, but you really won't be able to see what I'm doing. So let me try something else again one more time. I'm really bummed about this. Really, because this part has always worked. So I don't know what could be failing me now. Really don't know. Oh. So did any of you pray for me? Because I think I have my camera back. Let's try. Here we go. Yes. So if you said any prayers for Ken, thumbs up for you. Thanks. Because I think God bailed us out. We're back. We are back almost. Sorry about that. Yes, so we've got our table. Good. Yeah, interesting. We're talking about praying, and all of a sudden, the camera's failing. Interesting, huh? But here we go. We're back in business. Now I kind of lost my train of thought. I know I'm supposed to stamp and die cut there. I want to see if this is still going to work or not. You know what? I better not. I'm not going to mess with anything else while things are going good. We're just going to leave it all alone. Here we go. Okay. The prayer word here, easy to use, 2 dies. And again, I didn't get the stamp yesterday. Hopefully my stamping will come out good. I expect it will. I know the stamps will be good. It'll just be the user. Now, you know, some of the time when we stamp, Stephanie says to stamp and like just do something off to the side, do a test. So when I go to stamp today, we will do a test and then we'll have like the official stamp too. Now, just to give you an idea what I'm going to do, yesterday I ran through some background paper using the shadow die. And so I had something that looked like that using the shadow die. And remember, the letters come out separately. So if you want to layer, these were the letters I cut out yesterday when I was toying around with this. In my mind, I thought these letters were all going to be together, but they are separate. Okay, they are separate. So you can, the fun part about it is a little bit more work, but you can mix and match your colors and you can do some different things with this. So yesterday I kind of put this together. That's what we're going to give it a try again. I'll find background paper and then also we'll do some letters, but I want to, at least my plan is to find some adhesive and put it on a sheet of paper. Let's see, what would be nice here? What would be nice? I wonder if this gold would cut really well. Let's give it a try. I have an idea here. Does this have adhesive on it? I don't think it does. So I do need a little adhesive on here. And let's go ahead and do that. How much is that? About roughly right there. I'm going to try to save some of this adhesive for another round. So I'm just going to cut right there. And so when you use these adhesive sheets from the Stamps of Life, it kind of makes your dies into stickers. So think of that. When you use this will be the tough part. When you use your dies with adhesive sheets, kind of makes it into a sticker, which is nice. Then you don't have to try to get adhesive on to your little die cuts later. Now, this is where I need my glasses. So let me grab my glasses real quick because I know this is easy to peel off, but it's not peeling right now because I really can't see what I'm doing. This should help. Now, if you use a full sheet of the adhesive, this is much easier. You wouldn't have to worry about trying to peel it like I'm trying to peel right now. But since I'm only using a half sheet, oh boy, come on. I just cut my nails, so I have super short nails and everything. It's right there. But, oh, this is tedious. I'm so sorry. Hang in there. I know I can do this. I can see the little fold right there, but I just cannot get it to pull apart. Maybe I got it. Okay, that was a lot of work. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and add that on there. Some of the time, just got to be a little more patient. I have to be a little more patient, I know. Let's go ahead and run the letters through. And that's going to be from this die right here. Now, you see, it just made me think when I was going to cut these, this is going to come out in all one big word. But that is not how it works. There's little separate letters here. So we're going to run that through. And at the same time, keep things moving along. We're going to use this pink kind of for our shadow behind, and then we'll put these together here at the end. Got my platform all set up, and let's run this through our machine. We'll try to salvage some of this for a later time. And here we go. I have my hat on today, and now I keep hitting the lights in the camera. I'm all over the place today. I am all over the place. Thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for hanging in there. Here we go. I would have my nice little background here. I'm going to get a black mat here so you can kind of see what's going on. I have and we can zoom in on that a little bit. We've got our pray. That's the outline there. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead, and I should have done this before because this paper, this cardstock is a little bit thicker. So I'm going to go ahead and run it through one more time. Every once in a while, when I use this thicker paper and with a little bit thinner type of die like we're using right now, it doesn't always cut through. So most of the time, if you just run it through twice, I'm even going to, now that I remember, I'm going to do it the third time. Most of that time, that will keep that problem from happening. So now these letters will all have stickers on them. They'll be like stickers. They'll be sticky already because we added the adhesive on the back. Okay, let's see if these all pop out. There's one. And I'm going to try to get all 4 of the letters on there, but if I'm going too slow trying to peel this, I might just get 1 or 2 letters. I already wasted enough of your time just trying to get this to get the sticker off of that first sheet. I don't want to waste more time. Here we go. So I've got all those. Great. And we'll do it in order and see how it goes. Get my glasses back on. That will certainly help me. And I think this will go better. Yeah, there's one. I'm going to peel that off. Great. Now it's got the sticky stuff on there. We just add that, layer that on there. Let's find the R next. Things are going much better this round. And we add our R on there. And with this glitter paper or our foil papers, our pearl papers, they're all fun to work with. They just make your card or your sentiments stand out a little more. And it's, I don't know, it's just different when you mix and match it with something solid behind it, or in this case, I'm using a pattern paper. The combinations just look really good. So we've got that. Moving along. And we just have to get our Y on there. And then we'll do some stamping here in just a minute. Don't forget, in our next, when we get to our next item, we're going to do our Family Feud game. And I know we've had fun with that before. It's kind of fun. We get to play with somebody else, or at least it looks like somebody else. And it's kind of fast, action pace. And we can have some laughs and have some fun together. There we go. So you have pray right there. Super easy as long as you don't get stuck on that first adhesive sheet trying to peel it for like 2 or 3 minutes like I did, but otherwise really comes out good. I think everything is still rolling along good. I like that color combination. Just looks kind of nice, elegant. Pray there. Then let's go ahead and see what we can do with the stamps here real quick. Again, I haven't used these, so this could be interesting. But I suspect that everything's going to turn out really good. Let's do that. And I think it said 20 stamps on this stamp set. 20 stamps, the large stamp. I'll put a few of the sentiments on a block. And I think I have a block large enough for this larger stamp. Let's give it a try. So just think that word that we just made, where are some of my card samples that I had from earlier? Where did those cards go? How could I misplace all? There they are. So for example, here, this was a nice combination using cardstock to create that front. But where's the one that I just made? Just to give you an idea of what you could use. Where did that go? Oh, how can I lose things that fast? How can I lose things that fast? Oh boy. Let's see. That's not there. That's my cutting pads. And does anybody see that? Oh, there we go. I put it on back over by the tip. So you have the first option like our designer made. And then if you want to add the one that I made, just something different, just to give you an idea of how that might look. Okay, we're supposed to be stamping, so let's move on to that. think this one will fit on this block. Let's see. Yep, I think it will just barely, We've got our pray, the larger sentiment. No, you know what? That's getting too close. It's nice to have a smaller block as possible, but this was, let me show you. This was just getting right. It might work, but it was getting right to the edges of the corners. I don't want it to fail, so I'm just going to go ahead and use a little bit larger block. I know we won't have any problem with this one. And I'll get a couple of the smaller sentiments here, and I'll put them on this block. Let's see how this goes. Some of our different words. And a lot of these words you can use with the larger word pray, or they can just be used by themselves. You'll have to check it out and see what you think yourself. Again, this is from December of 2021, going back a little bit in time, but it is available on our website. And possibly many of you already have it. So I've got that. This, I'm just going to use my Storm since it's handy. It's not quite black, but it is pretty dark. We're going to get ink on those, ink these up here. And let me see if I can find a white piece of paper. So this, some white cardstock, so this shows up. This is kind of my test. It might come out good, but we never know what we're going to get the first round. I think that looks pretty good. Let's try one more time. So this, I do see that some of it kind of filled in there a little bit too much. So let's try one more time. Down here. Oh, I'm still not happy with that one either. Let's try one more time. One more time. What's going on with that one? Let's go over here. Okay, getting pretty good. I got to work on that M. I'm not doing too good on that. But those ones look really nice. Whoops, where am I? Through it and over it. That seems to be working good. My little M, I'm going to try one more time and see what I am doing with that one. Because it seems to have a little bit too much ink in there. Let's try one more time. One more time. It looks like it lines up good, but I can tell on the stamp it looks like there's a little bit extra. Let's try one more time. Yep, kind of getting the same on that. Those top two look really good. This one I've got to give it a little bit of extra work. And let's go ahead and do that larger pray. Let's try that. And I'm going to ink this sentiment up here. This one is larger, so it's definitely going to get a test run here before we get a kind of our official stamp. Let's do that. We'll go right up. I can see real easily that I missed some spots on this. That's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and go down now. There, I see a little line there too, right in the center. All right, now I think I've got it. Here's our test run in the center. Oh, that one came out nice. One more time here. One more time. Okay, I've got that all inked up real nice. Let's flip it over so we get a nice clean look here. Let me see. So you can see some of the time when you do a larger stamp, some of the insides will not fill in all the way with the ink. So if you go to stamp it, it's just going to look kind of fade in there, which we don't really want that. So let's go ahead and make sure we have enough ink there in the center. You don't have to push down hard or anything. You just have to make sure that all of the lines have some ink on them. Now I'm just going to press down on all sides. And that one came out really nice. So that is the praise strips. We have the stamp set and we have the dies. I do want to show you a couple of the samples again. These are all on the website. So if you want to see more samples, you can view them all there. There's lots of fun, different colors and ideas from the design team, all on the website. Let me put my lid back on, kind of clean up here. And we're going to get ready to move along to our next segment. Now we're going to be talking about a folded die set, which is a little bit different. This is a fun one that I'm going to share with you. It is this. It's not only a folded. Let's zoom back out because we're going to need more space. It is also a, get this, it's a slimline and a folded combination, which is really cool. Okay, let's head back over to my first camera here and let's see what's going on with you guys. See if everybody is still hanging in with the chat. Again, thank you for being patient today. Sorry about my my fail there a little bit earlier with my electronics. And thanks again for being patient with me while I was peeling my adhesive. I was struggling with that. Wearing glasses does help, but I think fingernails would be even better, which I have short fingernails. Okay, next up from the Stamps of Life. Let me go ahead and switch over to that. And I will find my information. Oh, before we do this, I did want to tell you that don't forget this Thursday, we are going to do Stephanie's Crafting Corner this Thursday. But the fun thing, we're going to do something extra special fun this week. Don't forget, Stephanie's going to do a live 30-second card in 5 minutes. Do you think she'll be over 5 minutes or under? Well, you have to tune in and see. So that's going to be on Thursday night, okay, on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Will be at all of those places. It will be fun. I have 4 different dies for Stephanie to pick from. So I need you to watch on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook page, and on Instagram. I think it's tomorrow. There will be posts where you get to vote for the die set that you want Stephanie to use. So that is coming up on Thursday. You get to participate, vote, get your vote in, and then Stephanie is going to make a super fast card. That will be super fun. Looking forward to that on Thursday night. Live 30-second card with Stephanie, me on the sideline, and Stephanie will have all the lights on her and she can have all the pressure. I would not do well under that kind of pressure, knowing I'm trying to get it done fast. Then what else? One other thing I wanted to tell you, that there are new items on the Stamps of Life website. If you haven't been on there lately, let me see what I can show you. Since I saw you last week, we added new items on the 20th and the 25th. So it's kind of hard, to keep up with everything. This is going to be kind of risky, but I'm going to give it a shot because this was not working before. Let's see if it has decided it will work again now. Still not working. I'm not going to goof around with that too much though. So let's see. How can I show you the website? Yeah, that switcher is not switching. That is a bummer. Okay, for the website, I can share this page. So we can do that. That's one way I can do this. Share a page. And share screen. The Stamps of Life. Share it. Okay, got it. So let's see. I think you can see this, right? You can see my screen. Yes. So all on the website from the 20th and 25th, we added new items. This is cool. The puzzle you saw back on the 20th and the wax seal set. That's great. Oh, and then we brought out this purse. This has been a real popular one, this purse set. Then just today, we added new items. This one is really cool. Do you remember Stephanie made a fun Easter bunny and she used this chunky glitter sunset color for the carrot that the bunny was holding? So that is available now on the website. And there's a couple stamp sets, a Regal stand-up card. So that is all on the website, a fun stencil, kind of a mix and match from the last few days, some die sets. If you haven't seen any of those items, I just wanted you to know about that real quick. And let's see what else. So I showed you the website. We got Crafting Corner coming up. Let's switch over to our next item. And I'll show you what this is, and then we'll play our game before I demo this one. Hide that. And this is the Stamps of Life. A little more recent with this one. It is the Picket Fence Slimline die set from the Stamps of Life. So that's what it actually makes, is a picket fence. Now, did I bring... Oh, I have one good combo that we can do with this. Now, my first thought was you might already have some of our friends folded, like a bunny or a chicken or a horse or a cow. you can use all of those folders in combination with this. So you can use it just as a fence as it is, decorate it with some flowers or maybe some of our stamped images, some of our smaller images. But I think this is going to work really great in combination with the folded. So I have one folded over here on my wall that is a penguin. Not my first pick to combine with the fence, but we're going to see if that will work. I think it will. So we'll check that out here in just a second. Let me show you the card samples I have. Again, this is from October of 2022, so not quite 3 years, about 2.5 years ago. This came out on our website, and I remember it selling really, really well. This was kind of during the middle of COVID times, and everybody was on the website shopping, and we sold a lot of these. And this is one of those ones that's kind of universal that you can just kind of keep using any time of the year. With spring coming up, if you add an Easter bunny to it, great. When it comes to fall time, this will work awesome with pumpkins and fall leaves, that kind of stuff. At Christmas time, you could add some snow on the ground and put a snowman in front of it. So many ways that you can use this one. So let me show you the samples I have before we go to the website and check that out. Oh, that's not working. I got to remember what's working and what's not, because not everything is perfect today, unfortunately. Okay, so the samples I have right here, and I'm going to have to scoot back because these really take up some space. So here's an idea. 4th of July. 4th of July is coming up. You can add it. USA, happy 4th of July. Slimline, so it's going to have lots of length, lots of area for you to work with. And then it opens up. They fold it. Let freedom ring, it says. Here's that idea. And here is just a nice, simple, happy fall, y'all, it says, with a white fence. And you just add a few dies there. Again, it opens up on the inside. Here is the, I didn't even see this one, and I had thought of adding a snowman. So here's your snowman on the front of your fence. Again, so many different ways you could use it. Just imagine you have some cats and dogs out here and some grass. You could do that. And here is one that I did see, and I think is really super nice. It's got that wagon to stamp. That's the die set there, and nice fence, all decorated, lots of fall colors. So that's the Picket fence. It is on our website. I should be able to show you. Let me try to share that page. This is getting trickier because I usually don't share pages this much. So let me find that. And I'm going to type in Picket. I think you can still see me here. Let's see. We're going to type in Picket. There it is. And I'll share this page so you can see what I'm looking at. So if you're on the Stamps of Life website, all I did was type in Picket, and up popped this item. And I believe you can see that. I want to make sure you can. Yep. Here we are. So the Picket fence. Oh, not a lot of dies. What do you get? 2 dies, only 2 dies. You get the base and kind of something that will layer to make the front. And then you're going to, again, this is a Slimline, and it's a fold-it. So do you have to make it as a fold-it every time? No. Maybe you have a scrapbook page and you just want to add a nice fence to your scrapbook page. It's going to work for that. Maybe you want to make a fun border for a calendar or something you want to post on a wall or something like that. It's going to work for this too. It doesn't have to be a fold-it. Almost all of our fold-its, remember, you can use them in a lot of different ways. This one wouldn't work for a banner, but a lot of our fold-its can be used for banners, just for decorating, scrapbook pages, cards, card fronts, lots of different ways that you can use this one. So let's look at the samples that are in here. I think there will be a few more. Let's check it out. So there's our main packaging image, and there's the 2 dies you get. And looking at that, and let's see our samples here. We are going long today, but we're having fun. I hope you guys are having fun, and I hope you're all having an awesome day. There's a bicycle. I know I just did some posts with that bicycle to stamp recently on the website. So see how you can mix and match some things that you already have with the fence. It goes with so many different themes. There's our snowman. There's our USA, our white fence. We've seen all of these, and then back to the original. Okay, so we've done all of that. I need to, what do I need to do? I need to stop sharing. Whoop, why am I, I have that set over there. I'm sorry, you guys. Let's see. I didn't switch that camera over. There I am. Ha! At least you got a nice look at the die cutting machine there for a bit. Sorry about that. I forgot to switch over the little camera. I did the big camera right, but oh boy. Let's see. So let's go ahead and close. Let's go back. What's going on here? There I am. I did it. Okay, game time. We are ready. Who is still here with me in the chat? Oh, we got a bunch of you still. Great. The fence is from October of 2022. You see it down there, you guys? 2022. The fence is awesome. I know some of you have it. Please use it. Make something awesome and then add it to our gallery page. And make sure you make some cards. I know I've seen some people posting that they've been selling cards. That's great. But if you just want to send a nice card to a friend or a neighbor or somebody in your family, that would be a fun one to use. Okay, we are going to play our game. So everybody, Jeffrey's cleaning snow off his driveway. So Jeffrey, your fence theme would definitely have to be snow related. I'm sorry you're still stuck in the snow, but it is, well, we just got out of winter. I hope it melts away for you really quickly. Family Feud. Everybody, you've got to participate. This is super important because if it's up to just my brain, we're in big trouble. And whoever we're playing against, I know we destroyed them last time. So let's try to do it again. So I'm going to find the Family Feud. We have this cool website that we can use to play games. So I've got the game ready to go. And I am going to share that page so you can see it. And this time I'll make sure I show up on the side and not the die cutting machine. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, let's see. We are going to share a screen. Come on, share. Okay, share a new one. Share a screen. Here we go. Family Feud. And I think you guys can hear the music and everything. So here we go. There's our Family Feud game. That is our icon. I don't really look like that, but someday I will, but not yet. We're going to press play. I think I have skipped through the commercials, and I'm going to try to make it so I can see your chat here too. So hang on 1 second, because I need to be able to see your answers because you're going to help me. So we're going to move that chat over just a little bit. And here we go. So get ready. Now, again, the key on the Family Feud game is you kind of have to think about what the survey would think. Don't just think, well, maybe you have a certain answer that is perfect for you, but you have to think bigger, what other people think. So we're trying to guess the top answers. So it's kind of have to be broad-based. Usually the smallest answer that's right is going to be just a couple votes. It's hard to get, but let's see if we can win today. Last time we did awesome. This was our game, so we're going to give it a try again. Here we go. Watching the chat, you guys help me out. We're playing against Reagan. Oh boy. Let's see. Name something a woman hopes doesn't break right before going out on a big date. Ooh, I'm counting on you ladies. What do you not want to break right before you go out on a big date? I'm going to say nail. Nail? Nail. Does anybody else have an answer? Nail. Great. Anybody else have an answer? A necklace? Okay, I'm going to try necklace. Necklace. Oh, we didn't get that one. High heels. Ooh, good one. High heels. Oh, they're killing us so far. Whoever we're playing against is really Nope. Shoes. Shoes can't break. Nail. Shoes. Shoe heel. We're not doing good on this one. Here, I thought this was our game. This other person got 83. The water, hair dryer, car. Did I not type in the right thing for heel? Oh, you said high heel, right? Darn, that's not fair. We should have got some points for that. Okay. So you kind of see what the answers are. There's some good ones, you guys. Tooth, shoes. I see what you guys are saying now. Glasses, that would have been a good one. Zipper. Okay, here we go. Next round. We're way behind, but the good thing is you can get like double or triple points in these next ones. So here we go. Question, double points. Name a sport where people wear helmets. Ooh, okay, I'm going to guess one. Football. Somebody else tell me another one. People wear helmets. Helmets. Name a sport that uses helmets. Come on, baseball. Yes, baseball. Really good. Hockey, good one. Hockey. Yes. Okay, now we're getting down there. Anybody else have one? Bikes, wrestling? Let's try bikes. Ooh, good one. Wrestling, you said too, huh? Ooh, motor racing. That might be good. Wrestling. Resting, I said. Darn it, I typed it in wrong. That's not fair. My fault. Wrestling. Nope. Car racing, yes. Woo. Lacrosse, that would have been a good one. What was the other answer? I missed it. Skateboarding, lacrosse, those were good ones. Cricket. Oh, we're in front. Yes. Thank goodness for a sports one because that was my best chance. Okay, here we go. I think the points are worth triple now. Triple. Everybody jump in with your answers. Here we go. I think we can win. I think we can lose. It's all up to you. Triple points. Name a four-letter word that's something everyone wants. Oh no. Everybody, I'm going to say food. Okay. Anybody else? A four-letter word that something everyone wants. Can't be money. Pets? How about pets? Let's try that one. Cash. Oh, good one. Cash. Who said cash? There you go. Good job. Song. Ring. Ooh, ring. I see a couple rings. Let's try. Oh, we already got two X's. Love. Oh, that's a good one. Love. Who said that? We should have known that, Paula. Number one. Good job, Paula. How can we not think of love? We're terrible people here. Rest. Ooh, that's a good one, too. Rest. Darn. I thought rest would have qualified. What? Luck, hope, gold. But look who is the champion. Us. We win again. Woo. Started off bad, but we ended up doing well. Look at that, 539. I told you that's our game. I told you that is our game. Way to go, everybody. We're the winners. What do we get? Nothing. We just get to brag that we won again. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing there. I'm back. Okay, let's continue on. I hope you enjoyed that. Something fun to do. That is on, it's a website called Arcadium, if you were wondering. Arcadium. Ooh, is my screen blinking? It's going blinking crazy here on me. Okay, good. Alrighty, let's continue on. We're going to check out this die set now. We are going to check out this die set without further ado. And then hang on for our good news segment. We'll be doing that. We'll get into our Bible devotional. Then we'll be in Proverbs chapter 3 again for our second week in a row. So here you are, the two dies. We're going to use this outside one for the folded. Okay, the outside one is for the folded. So let's try that. Is this station going to work over here? I think it is. Let's give it a try. Had some fails here, but right now I think we are looking good. Let's try it. Okay, it is a little bit dark. What's going on here? Let's brighten that up. Might be a little bit too much white stuff on there. We can do it. There we go. That's a little bit brighter. That looks good. Okay, again, on our folded, we're just going to use the outside die here. We haven't done a fold it for a couple weeks, I don't think. So this will be kind of fun. And it's a different one, a fence. So I'm kind of want to make a background, kind of like I did yesterday. So let's find something that has a little bit lighter color. And we don't want it to be too thick. Yeah, I think that will work. Okay, now this is a slimline, so we need to fold this over, kind of in the opposite direction. Make sure I didn't goof that up. Okay, we got that, and I'm going to kind of score it a little bit just so we have a nice line there. And then we're going to take this and run it through. I did have an extra, that should be fine there. On a fold it, we want our die to just go over the edge a little bit. Okay, we want to do that. So we're going to go ahead and run that. Let me see, double check, make sure I got that the way I want it to go. Yeah. We're going to let that go just a tiny bit over the edge and run it through our machine. And this, I feel like this cardstock is a little bit thick, and I want to make sure we get a nice cut. So I'm probably going to run this through twice just to play it safe. Let's go through there. Again, this is the Stamps of Life. Ooh, that looks really bright. Let me try to turn that down a little bit. Sorry about that. I think that was too bright for you guys. Now I'm really on the edge there, so I don't like to have my die that close to the edge, and this one did get a little bit close to this front part here, so definitely want to run it through again. And hopefully it didn't move, or that could really throw things off. We might even have to do a new base, but let's see what happens with this one. Since it is kind of the behind the, whoop, little squeak in there. Okay, let's see how that turned out. All right, there we have our base. And as always, since we let it go off the edge, you know it's going to have some of those funny straight lines on there. But our inside die, our decorative die, will actually cover that up. So there we go. There's our fold to the card. Now, let's say we just wanted to do, we just want to go like a normal color fence. Do I have any browns down here? Probably not. I should have been more prepared for this. I was going to use just a white, but look, I have all these colors here. I think yeah, that color will work. Let's see, that'll be something that looks nice. We can layer that on top. So this is perfect. I do save a lot of the scrap paper around here. So here is one time where the scrap piece is going to kind of come in handy. I think this will fit just perfectly. Yeah, how about that? Is that lucky or what? That is really lucky. Or just to be safe, I might, and I would like to have that angle, I might go that way. I might go that direction. That looks a little bit better. And then we won't be running our machine. We won't be running the die straight through. We'll be able to avoid that speed bump. Let's try that. And that still is looking a little bright. Turn that down one more. Ooh, there we go. Okay, I've got my die set there. I think it's just barely going to fit, but we're going to get some nice use out of that extra scrap page that we had there. Our scrap sheet of cardstock. And I'm going to try to make sure we don't get squeaking this time. That did move just a tad. I don't want that to not cut correctly. So let's try that. I think we're in business. Here we go. And run that through here. And we're going to try to, I already have another fold it ready to go, a character, and we'll see how it looks. We'll mix and match this together. Here is the die that we just cut out. And we got all these little extra chads here. Looking good. And we just want to layer that onto this one. That should be a nice color combination there. Let's get our machine out of the way and scoot that over. We're just about done here, at least as far as a start of a card. You could do so, like I said, you could do so much more with this. It's just up to you how much you want to add to your card. So here I've got that, and I do need some adhesive. Let's get our adhesive on here. And since this has all these openings like this, I definitely do not want to get that all over my mat or on other parts of the card here. So let's see if this will work. There we go. Put some adhesive right there, right across. Of course, if you were making a card, you'd want it to hold really good. You would put adhesive on all of this, but we're just trying to move along here. So I've got that. I've got my base there. And make sure you can see all right. We're going to add this. Whoop, did I goof that up? There we go. I think that'll lay right there. And we're going to press that down. So there we are. We've got our fence there. Looking really good. Came out nice. I like those colors together. Of course, you could just do any colors you want to mix and match on that. But then I was thinking, if you want to go all out and you want to combine some of your fold-its, you could add, here's my little penguin. You add it to the front of your card. You are in business. Doesn't that work out so nice, so easy? So it's a great way to use the fence kind of as a background. If you had your penguin on the front, it would still open up and you could do all your stuff in there. Or you could just kind of close that up if you wanted. And this could be the main part of your card. So you have a couple different options. I think you could also, this would be good if you had some sentiments. You could also be looking over the fence. And then if you had some nice stamps or dies here on the front with some words, that would work as well. I kind of like him in front of the fence just because the colors and everything show up a little bit better. That gives you an idea of something different you could use, but the fence, really nice. I think some of you already said here on our chat that you have it. Why not use it? Why not use it? Be great for spring, be great for summer. Remember, we saw 4th of July cards, fall, so many different times of the year that you use it. We saw the winter options. Great one to use. Combine it with another die you already have. Use it by yourself, whatever you want to do. Okay, that is it for our dies and our stamps today. Dawn says she just read Proverbs 3 last night. Awesome, Dawn. I am really, and I mean it, I am super proud of you for doing that. There is a lot of good stuff in chapter 3, right, Dawn? So I'm glad that you did read that. And again, we've talked about Proverbs. You can kind of, if you read one Proverbs a day, you'll get there. If you have a 31-day month, you'll read one chapter a day, and you'll read through the whole book of Proverbs, and you'll be so much wiser at the end of the month. It will be really, really beneficial to you. So we're going to do that right now. If you have your Bible, go ahead and open up to Proverbs chapter 3. We are going to look at, get rid of this real quick here. We'll get rid of that. We'll add our little Take Two Tuesday on there. And I have to find my Bible. We're looking at verse 9 and 10. And this is a question where I don't need you to answer in the chat, but I want you to answer this question for yourself, how you think about yourself. Let's see. As we're opening up our Bible, do you consider yourself, and this is just to give some thought to, would you consider yourself to be a generous person or not a generous person? I'll answer for myself. You don't have to answer in the chat or anything. I'm not trying to call anybody out, but we want to be honest with ourselves. That's the best thing to do. I know there are times when I can be a generous person, and then there's times I find myself being a little bit selfish too, and not wanting to share or be generous. But today, the passage that we're going to read, it's God saying that if we're going to be generous towards Him and towards people, then in the end, we're going to be blessed by God. So this is great. If you haven't read this, here we go. Let me go ahead and I will throw up our Bible verses for us. Again, I'm just using my real Bible today, but there's so many different ways you can read. Use an app on your phone or a tablet. On your computer, there's free Bibles all over the computer. Let's see, my verses are here. Here we go. So it says that we can, verse 9 and 10 from chapter 3, honor the Lord with your possessions and with the first fruits of first fruits of all your increase. So your barns will be filled with plenty, and your vats will overflow with new wine. So again, Solomon here is writing, and he's telling us, wanting to share with us things that will be for our benefit, things that will bless us. And so here he is, he's saying, if you give, God is going to bless you for doing so. So start to think about the general topic in just overall, everything that we have, all of our possessions have been given to us by God, everything that we have. So how can we honor God with these things? It says, honor the Lord with your possessions. So that's what Solomon is telling us to do there. So how can we do that? We can give to God's work. Of course, we can help people that are in need. We could give at a church, in a church setting. But there's other ways too, not just money, financial things, but how could I use my home to bless somebody else? Could I share my home with somebody who needs a place to stay, maybe just a short time stay? How can I make my house be a place that feels hospitable, that people, when they come to my home, they feel welcome there? These are ways that we can use our possessions that we have. Maybe we have food, an excess of food. I think most of us do. Like when I go into my cupboards, I usually find lots of food there, and I go, gosh, look at all this food I have. How can I share it with somebody else who is in need? How could I be generous towards somebody maybe who doesn't have as much as I have? And then the same things, like we go into our clothes closet, like I'm stuffing all my clothes in there. I can't give up this or that, or I might wear it one time this year. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. I have too many clothes. Could I give away some of my clothes? And then there's other things. Maybe you're really good at a sport, or like we were talking about earlier, maybe you're musically talented, or you have some special knowledge. Maybe, I know this would connect with a lot of you. Maybe you're really crafty and you're awesome at making cards. So we have all these this knowledge and wisdom and abilities, but how can we share these things with other people and bless them? So these are all ways that we can share with other people and be generous towards them. And God says he'll bless us for doing that. Now it says with the fruits, and with the first fruits of all your increase. Now here is, I think, one of our key problems. I know for myself, like some of the time I'm just giving God what is left over at the end. And this is a real mistake for all of us. We might spend. Maybe we have our house payment. We have to have a place to live, car, food, entertainment, our extra goodies we like to enjoy each month, or our treats. But then at the end of the month, maybe there's not much left. And I'm just thinking on a monthly basis. You could think on a monthly or a weekly or annual, but we just use everything that we have for ourselves, and we forget that it says here, give to God first. So we kind of need to reverse our thinking a little bit. So say I have all this money, or I have all these possessions, I have all this time or this knowledge. How am I going to give that over to God? Not as the last thing I think about, but rather making that the priority, the first thing. So I might start thinking a little bit different. God, how could I use this for good? And then as we use that and do good with whatever it is, our finances or resources, our time or anything, then whatever's left for me, then how can I use it in a wise way that it will also benefit me? Maybe I had to sacrifice or give up something, but there's rewards for doing that. So let's continue on. So the first fruits, we have to figure that out. How can we make sure that we're thinking about our connection with God first rather than last? So we really have to train ourselves on that. I know I really have to work on that. And then it says that when you give your best to God, he's going to give back to you. So verse 10 says, so your barns, let me pull that up one more time so you can see what I'm reading. guys, I want you to be blessed and I want to be blessed. So if we would just do what God says to do in his word, I think he has so much more for us. So that's kind of why we're doing this. We want the best life. We want the best life. And that's what God wants us. So he says right here, so your barns will be filled with plenty. So after you've honored the Lord, after you've given him to him first, it says your barns will be filled with plenty and your vats will overflow with new wine. So what is he saying? What is being said? That when you give to God, and again, this is as you're being generous towards people, as you're helping others, as you're financially donating something, whatever you do, doesn't always have to be money. It doesn't always have to be at church. He says he's going to bless you and he's going to give back to you even more than what you have given to him. And that is pretty easy to understand because I have everything I need. God's given it all to me, but how much more does he have to give than I can give to him? So even if I gave everything that I have to God, if I just to say hypothetically, if I were to do that, he can always way outgive me. Like everything belongs to him. He has endless resources. So know that when you give to God, he's definitely going to outgive you. Now, I would want to say with one exception, the Proverbs are like a general principle for us to follow. Are there going to be some cases where somebody was generous and helpful and kind and sharing and maybe they didn't have as much at the end as they expected? Yes, that is possible, but that's going to be the exception to the rule. But I would want you to know that this is the way that God tests our faith. Are we going to be generous towards him? Are we going to believe him enough that when he says that if we give towards him, if we're generous towards him, that he's going to give back to us more? Can we trust him? So this is really, again, an example of how we can let our faith be tested. And it's a great way to see God work in our lives because I know that he wants to take care of me. I know he wants to bless you. I know he wants to provide and take care of all of our needs, but it just kind of comes down to, am I going to try to do it myself or am I going to learn to trust him? Now, if you were in that situation where, you did your best and you gave to God and it didn't work out as well, I want you to know that even if things in this life didn't turn out exactly the way you expected, I know that when you get to heaven and that when you are before the King, before the Lord, he is going to bless you in ways that you're going to be so amazed because you took the time to honor him. You took the time to think of the Lord first. He's not going to forget about these things. And he's going to reward you. And the kind of rewards you would get if you didn't perhaps get to enjoy them while you were here on earth, they're going to be like eternal rewards that will last on and on and on for all of eternity. So even if things don't turn out exactly the way you expected here on life, which again, I would say is the exception, know that in heaven, you're going to be so happy that you're generous and that you're giving towards God because you're going to have blessings that are going on for all of eternity. Isn't that what we want? So knowing again that these rewards that we enjoy, remember that the things here on earth are just kind of temporary. We don't want to get too attached to them. And that sometimes might prevent us from being as generous as we should be. But also know that as we're generous towards God, he wants to bless us here and for all of eternity. So for all of us, I know we have that combination. God is going to reward us basically based on what we did for him and for his kingdom while we're here on earth. So let's make the most of that. Let's be generous people, be the kind of people that God wants us to be, knowing that he's been so generous towards all of us. Let's pray together, okay? And we'll close out. Lord, thank you so much for the fun times we could share together. Thank you that you could fix a computer for us and get a camera working. And thank you that you could just touch our hearts in a special way, that we could have some laughs and some fun and just spend a good afternoon together. So we're really blessed by that, Lord. And as we read in your word today, we pray and just ask that you would help us to be generous people, generous towards you, generous towards those who are around us. We would just think outside of ourselves, and we would, see all the things that are going around us in the world and see the needs, and that we would look for ways to meet those needs through generosity. And again, we thank you for being so generous towards us. You bless us and love us. And we're so thankful for all that you have done for us and all that you're doing for us, all that you plan to do for us in the future. And we pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We're going to wrap it up. I hope you all had a fun time today. Again, thanks for your patience. couple hiccups here and there, but overall, I think we had a pretty good time. So I'm thankful you were able to join us. Go ahead and read on into, if you want to keep reading. Dawn said she read chapter 3, good for her. Go ahead and read on into chapter 4 and 5. I haven't really picked out a verse for the next week, but yeah, just read a couple of those and see how God speaks to you. I know he wants to. See you on Thursday night. Don't forget, we will be doing Stephanie's Crafting Corner live, 30-second card in 5 minutes edition. I know it will be fun, and I know Stephanie's going to make an awesome card. So that is something to look forward to Thursday night. Until then, God's blessings to all of you, and I'll see you next week here on Take Two Tuesday, okay? Take care now. Bye-bye.